What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Man, I am trying to get ready for my trip to Vermont. We're leaving Monday morning, early Monday morning. Actually, tomorrow we'll go back to my house. And I've been trying to get things ready. I've been cleaning up the truck. I've washed it for the first time in I know at least over a year or so. And I was getting ready to vacuum out the inside of it, but now it's pouring down rain, okay? Can you stand the rain? Yeah, can you stand the rain? Apparently I'm gonna have to. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go out here and run around and do a couple other things that I need to get done. Rico Daddle. Now, we've got a little bit of clarification from Mike McCarthy on Zeke Elliott. You know, we don't believe that Zeke Elliott is going to be a 1,500-yard running back. We don't think that. We don't think that he's going to be Derrick Henry. We don't think that. But I've pointed out a couple of times that a big-time running back has not been Mike McCarthy's plans. Okay, he's only twice had a 1,000-yard rusher with the Green Bay Packers. Only twice. In fact, I dare say he's actually run the ball better with the Cowboys than he did with the Green Bay Packers, believe it or not. But we may look back at this, this draft, and we may, I hope we look back at this draft and say this draft really changed things for the Cowboys, getting BB and getting Guyton, on the offensive line, and maybe even Nealon, might end up being the real deal. That, you always want to hope that these guys are going to be great players. You hope that happens. No guarantee that it does, but you hope that it does. Be that as it may, what you want to see these guys do is achieve as much as possible. Now, we may have lost a golden opportunity. This draft would have been incredible had we had the 4th round pick. No disrespect to Trey Lance. Maybe we end up finding out Trey Lance ends up being a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's a possibility. I just have not seen that much right there. And I question a guy who's giving up his number so easy. So easy. He's giving up his numbers to other guys. One, that says I'm a team player, or two, I'm not really running shit here. And the fact that we still have Cooper Rush on the roster tells me that they don't believe that Trey Lance is ready to be the guy. Be that as it may, that 4th round pick could have gotten us a really good running back. But Rico Daddle, I think, is sending a message that I'm here. Hello? Because he had that tweet or the Instagram story, whatever it was, where he's got me and then the smiley face, me, like, hey, give me the chance, give me the rock. I like that mentality that he's not just deferring to somebody else. You want to get guys that want to get on the field and want to play. That we're not just excited, hey, I'm just here to, collect a check. I'm just happy to be a Dallas Cowboy. I can say, no, screw that. I'm here because I'm ready to do my thing and to be all I can be. And I like that. So you have that dynamic. That's not to say that the Cowboys look at it and say, yeah, we appreciate that you believe that you are that guy. We're just not ready to believe that you are that guy just yet. And we're going to go ahead and hedge our bets by bringing in another person. And they can actually do that. I know everybody's like, we ain't got no money, this, that, and the other. The Cowboys actually did something good. This is the pivot point. You know that, right? This is where Jerry Jones gets us to start buying in, believing again. And our anger starts turning into something else like hope. But be that as it may, typically the Dallas Cowboys in the offseason have to go through and they're having to restructure all these contracts. Normally we'll get Zach Martin and Tyron Smith, Zeke Elliott, the quarterback, Dak Prescott, okay, D-Law. You end up kicking all this money down the road And then the next year you do it again. This year, they haven't had to do that. And I don't know if you guys realize how big that is for the Cowboys not to have to do that. Because as bad as it sounds this year, we're taking our lumps this year. And it really hasn't precluded them from doing things that they've wanted to do. There's a difference between things they want to do and how they want to build a team versus how you want to build a team. You go out there and say, I want Odell Beckham Jr., even though he might be washed and a distraction. They look at it and say, we're better off with Brandon Cooks. They were right, we were wrong. We looked out there and said, oh my God, we should go out there and get Von Miller. And ends up being that Buffalo did go out and get Von Miller. Von Miller's been kind of injury plagued, but beyond that, cost a shitload of money, and they've had to go through, and now they're in cap hell worse than we are. So in retrospect, you look at that and say, maybe we were better off not getting Von Miller and doing what we did. Again, you sign Von Miller, that's a name you say, oh my God, they're really all into it. And I dare say, I can't wait till the season gets here. Because this year of the disrespecting each other, ever since, what's his name was on Shay Shay, literally opened up the genie and now everybody's dissing everybody. Maybe I need to do a diss track to Philly 500 or some shit. But I can't wait till the season gets here because, see, when I look at Saquon has numbers every year. But here's the thing that's funny, and most people won't believe it. It's one of those things you say what? Did you look at, say, Tony Pollard had a great season last year? You probably didn't. That's what Saquon had last year. That's literally what Saquon had last year. Now, you can go through and say, yeah, but he was on a bad team, this, that, and the other. Well, that is true. Here's the thing, though. Saquon starts off the season really, really good and starts tailing off by the end of the season when you need him the most. That's been the Cowboys' problem all along, is we get great production during the season, an early part of the season, and then it slows down by the time you get to playoffs. But I'm betting that Saquon isn't the impact that they think he's going to be. And I'm going to say that Kellen Moore, I hear that he's working on read option, that practice, it's read option, read option, read option, read option. Yeah. The thing you have to start wondering now, with Jalen Hurts now going into his fourth year of being the starter, is how effective is he going to be running the read option? Last year, even though they never put him on the injury report, you could tell that he had a problem with the knee. And you don't know if he is going to be slowed down by that knee again. So it's just one of those things to watch out for. But then again, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. And I would love to see Rico play well into this. See, the thing, when you look at Mike McCarthy, and it may be a better philosophy here, is it's not about just one guy. When they won the Super Bowl, it was Greg Jennings, it was Donald Driver, it was Jordy Nelson, and there was another receiver in there. Greg Jennings had 1,200 yards, but everybody else was right around, say, 500, 600, 700 yards. And so you were distributing the ball around and running the football. It was running by committee. It was multiple guys, so they weren't worn out by the end of the year. The key on this is going to be, can our defense man up in the playoffs and stop the run? All right, good people. I'm going over here and Harbor Freight. I'm getting another toolbox to keep my stuff on the back of the truck here. My other ones I've literally worn out. The wheels are falling off the sucker, and I've been, I work my toolboxes till the wheels fall off, and then I buy some new ones. But getting one of the stackable ones. I love the Milwaukee ones, but the Milwaukee base one is like $139 just for the first piece, and then every piece on there is like 60-70 bucks a piece, which is, it's good. Michael has that whole set, but the Harbor Freight one, it's $69 for that base, and then the extra toolboxes are like $39. So I mean, for the price of the Milwaukee one, I can get the Harbor Freight one, which is hard plastic too. And I don't necessarily use them that often, except when I travel. For the most part, yeah, I don't. So, don't want to spend a fortune on it. All right, good people. Appreciate you.